Shalom, shalom, Yasharallah, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Barakatai, the Howard for the Rakak Wadash, the Howard for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab, the Howard for the men of David that's in the streets, and the highways and the byways doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their tabernacle a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto our Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Masha Barakatai, Tahara Father Yaikwat, the children of Yasharallah Shalawah, Tahara, once again for the 12 apostles and King David who will rule well under Yahweh Shai Mashiach in the new heavens and new earth. So you have this Edomite, he say America, I think his last name, I think he's Sachs. He said America is a lawless nation, or the most lawless nation on the earth, right? You know, the America is led by the Edomites, by Esau Edom, which are the Chaldees and the Romans who rule in ancient Rome, which is America, is Rome 2.0, Rome revised, who heal the beast, which is Rome, right? Okay, so these Edomites, these Idumeans, Esau Edom, he's saying that USA is a lawless nation, or the most lawless and dangerous country in the world, because they being controlled by Esau Edom, starting with the bankers, the banking family, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers. So you have Esau, the basis of men. The Most High have set this man up who is the wicked in scriptures. So if the wicked is ruling the world, what kind of nation you expect to have? If you have a base man, you have a man that's outside the temple, a nation that's outside the temple, right? Hebrews 12 and 16. This is the results of the wicked ruling the earth. This is the results. So let's check out this clip and bring out some precepts for edification and exaltation.
I regard the United States as the most lawless and dangerous country in the world by far. And I want to explain that in the context of our discussion. First, we have the biggest war machine by far. It's about $1.5 trillion a year, all in. The Pentagon is $1 trillion. Add in the CIA and the other intelligence agencies. Add in many other departments, Homeland Security, the veterans who are all maimed because of endless wars, and you get to about $1.5 trillion. It swamps all the rest of the world. The United States is the only country that has ever
endless
used
wars, right? This man only know is murder and bloodshed. He's a bloody man. The Most High say there were children of fools. Yea, children of base men. They were violent than the earth. This is the wicked. This is the wicked. The wicked. Let's go to the book of Malachi 1 and start at verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains. See, Esau mountains, which is his governments and his heritage. This is the heritage for the Edomites. He laid his heritage waste for the dragons. of the wilderness. See, whereas Edom said we are impoverished, right? But we will return, and they return after the 1,000 years expire during the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages, what Esau called the Dark Ages. We ruled for 1,000 years, and when them 1,000 years expired, they came back on the scene through the Renaissance, which means rebirth of a nation, right? Came back late 1300s, 1400s, right? The Mosai said he was going to shut up this beast, this for 1,000 years, which he did, right? But he came back and he returned, and he's still in power till now. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return. See? Said we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Elohim of hosts, they shall build, and they build, you see the empire, but I will throw down. So the Most High say he will throw down. Sound like a so-called black man to me. And they shall call them the border. See, so Esau, the Edomites, the border of wickedness and the people. So Edom is a people, not just a man singular, but a nation, plural. The people against whom the Elohim had indignation forever. So it's a lawless nation and a lawless country because you have the wicked in power and in rulership on the planet Earth. They govern the whole Earth. So that's why you have what you have. You have bloody and deceitful men, right? The Most High say in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, so all they know is murder and bloodshed. So the Most High say, and except those days should be shortened, and that's why time is speeding up. That's why these prophecies is going fast, because the man of sin been revealed. The son of perdition have been revealed already, which is the Edomite, the so-called white man. So everybody know this man been revealed, the Edomite, Esau Edom. And except those days should be shortening, there should no flesh be saved, see? So if the Most High then shorten the days, no flesh would be saved. But for the elects, talking about the house of David, the 1/3 and the 144,000 of the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, the 1/3, the house of King David, the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, and we've been scattered in the four corners of the earth. But for the elect sake, so the Most High is doing this, shorten the days, speeding up the time for the elect's sake. Those days shall be shortened. So that's what you're seeing. That's what you are witness. You're a witness. Okay, this is what you're a witness. Let's get back to it. Let's finish it off.
Atomic weapons. And when they were used under completely false pretenses. They were not to speed the end of the war because Japan was begging to surrender. But true.
So they use atomic bomb, right? Esau Edom in World War II, and Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They're the only nation to drop nuclear warheads, atomic missiles, bombs. That's when they shook the kingdoms and in the heavens, right? Let's get that in Isaiah chapter 14. They shook nations. Nobody never done it yet, right? So let me see where I want to get that. That's right here. That's in the book of Isaiah. The Mosai say, let's see, there's a verse here that I'm looking for. In particular, when he dropped these bombs on Japan, who is Ammon in the scriptures. Okay, they just put some meat on it. The Most High say, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming." You see, so Yahweh Shai coming, Yahweh Shai return. So hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It had raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. You see, because all these nations now is raising up against Esau, Edom. Okay, though it go towards scripture and prophecy, because we know some of them are working together to usher in this mark of the beast, this digital currency, this digital wallet, this digital purse, this CHIP that they're gonna put up in your right hand or your forehead, Israel. But at the end of the day, these nations are turning against the daughter of Babylon, USA, and Salakia. All they shall speak and say unto thee, this is what they're going to do to the lawless nation. Art thou also become weak as we, or thou become like unto us? Okay, well, I don't want to go into that. I just want to show what Esau uh, dropped these bombs during the time of World War II, right? That's what I want to address in this one, in this precept. Let's see, uh, in verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opening not the house of the prison, because Esau Edom, he have turned this to a prison house. Isaiah 42 and 22. Right? They shake kingdoms. The Most I say, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? You see, Esau's that man. Is this the man? If you know, you know. You remember in the Beverly Hills Cop movie with Eddie Murphy and the chief of Beverly Hills police officer. He says, "Is this the man that went into the Harold clubs this morning? And this the man that lowered Taggart into the hotel they were staying in and put a banana in his tailpipe? Is this the man?" So that's what the Most High is saying to Esau Edom. And it was just an inside joke. If you know, you know. Okay, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Talking about Esau Edom that made the earth to tremble. And he made the earth to tremble by dropping these two bombs in World War II that did shake kingdoms, you see? That never happened before on the planet Earth. This just never happened before. But this was prophecy. Isaiah recorded this because this was a future prophecy to come forth on the earth. You see how prophecy fulfilled itself? This was written during the time of the Babylonian captivity that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoner. And the prisoner is going to the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? So that's, we prisoners are hoping this thing. So this man is a lawless man, right? He feeds us nothing but lies and deception and deceit. Going into this new famine, this pestilence that they got now. What is called Hunter. Okay, but I don't want to jump and go into another lesson. But this man is a lawless man. Let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 58, I believe. Psalms 58 and verse number 3. Hold on, Salakia. Sometimes it don't go where you want it to go. The wicked, you see, Esau is the wicked. The wicked are estranged from the womb, you see. That's why the Most High said, never trust thy enemy and beware, 2 Corinthians 2:11, beware of Satan's devices. You got to beware of this man device. And he got a bunch of them. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, you see. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder. They stop at her ear, you see. Okay. All right. So this man is a lawless man. Yashua, let's continue on with the clip. What this is about.
Truman wanted to show Stalin a thing or two. And so not just one, but two atomic bombs were used. And the United States never expressed a moment of regret. And when it comes to our world today, you have to look at the great powers to understand these wars. Even the war of Israel and Palestine right now. This is a U.S. war and a proxy war between the U.S. and Iran, every bit as much as it's a war of Israel and Palestine. And so this needs to be understood. What is the source of these wars? The entire Iraq war was not because they thought there were weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction was the outcome of a focus group inside the Pentagon. How are we going to sell this war to the American people? Who made the decision 2 days ago that ATACMS can shoot deep inside Russia? Another brilliant move. We don't even know if the President of the United States is compass mentis right now.